Alaska Airlines said, out with the old, in with the new. Introducing the new Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards program. And we're gonna go over 10 big new changes that your family needs to know. You bet they tried to sneak in some bad ones. And that last change will be the hardest for families to choose. Number 1, brand new names, same great perks. Alaska Airlines' old mileage plan program is now called Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards program. And just because the marketing brand team needed something to do, they changed miles to points. And they changed elite qualifying miles to status points. Number 2, Alaska Airlines credit card changes. They made some small tweaks to the Alaska Airlines credit cards, plus they introduced a brand new one. First, the old Alaska Airlines Visa Signature is now called the Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Visa Signature. The one big change to this card is that they've removed the maximum cap. You can earn 1 status point for every $3 spent on this credit card now for no maximum limit, so you can spend away. This starts in 2026. Next, for the business card version, they've now also rebranded this to the Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Business Card, and they also have removed the cap on this one. And finally, the brand new card that they've introduced, it's called the Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Summit Visa Infinity Card. It's a premium card with a $395 annual fee. It has a giant sign-up offer of 100,000 points right now as of filming. Plus, you get an additional 25,000 point award certificate. And it's basically a card that's meant for you to spend your way to elite status with Alaska Airlines. And check out my full guide of this card here. Number 3, the Hawaiian Airlines credit cards. Alaska Airlines has decided to keep open these cards and not close them. So they're still available for applying as of filming. There are no major big changes besides the fact that they've added earning 3 points per every dollar spent when you book using your card on Alaska Airlines. And you also get 2 free check bag on Alaska Airlines going forward. Number 4, the Hawaiian program is merging. If you didn't know, Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines are merging finally, and their 2 programs are coming together on October 1st. If you're watching this video before this date on the screen, then make sure to head over to the Hawaiian Airlines website and make sure to link your account with Alaska Airlines. Here's the current plan. They're going to allow people to still book rewards and redemptions to September 25th. And starting September 26th to September 30th, they're going to be locking out all Hawaiian Airlines miles accounts. At this time, they're going to be proceeding with their migration and combining the 2 loyalty programs together. And starting October 1st, you will have your brand new Atmos Rewards account available between the 2 airlines. Hawaiian Airlines is recommending that you make sure to link your 2 accounts to avoid hassles in the future. Number 5, Hawaiian Airlines elite status changes that you need to know. First, you might be asking, well, what happens to my elite qualifyings in Alaska and my elite qualifyings in Hawaiian? Don't you worry. They've posted that as of the migration, they will automatically be combined together after October 1st. And all elite qualifying, status points going forward will be combined together to help you reach milestone awards in your elite status tier. Plus, if you link your accounts, they're going to automatically status match you together between the 2 programs. Here are the new Atmos Rewards status that you'll be getting. Here's some of the bad news that they didn't really put on their press release. Some of those perks that you're enjoying right now will no longer be available once you become an Atmos Elite member. Check the link below for all the details, but I'm just going to use as an example for your top status tier. Here are some benefits that you'll be losing. Number 1, no more neighbor island economy class seat guarantee within 72 hours. Number 2, no more complimentary fare hold reservation benefit. Number 3, no more discounted day of departure upgrades, but you still will have access to Atmos upgrade certificates. Number 4, they're removing the discounted general day pass for $25 to the Plumeria Lounge, and now you'll only have general access at $40. Number 5, the biggest change of all, for elite members, their elite status ends usually on February 28th of the following year. However, starting with this new change, December 31st will be when you will be losing your elite status level and be resetting. So for example, in 2025, instead of February 28th, 2026, that you'll be losing your elite status, it'll be now December 31st for 2025. Number 6, they're also sunsetting the bag discounts. However, you can join one of the communities, which I'll talk about later below, which will offer the free check bag service. If you happen to need to use the discount code or upgrade certificates during September 26th to September 30th, don't you worry. Here are the instructions on the screen on how you can do it. You will have to call in to do this. Number 6, the new Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards status tiers. Here are the new status tiers for the Atmos Rewards: Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Titanium. The new tier names have the same old requirements listed on the screen, but one big call out that I want to make: as of 2026 going forward, the Platinum tier will be increasing by 5,000 status points to 80,000 status points requirement, and the upper echelon of Titanium, you will be requiring 135,000 status points, a 35,000 increase since last year. This is effective January 1st of 2026. Next, for the Milestone Awards, most of them have remained the same. There's a couple of small changes that I want to call out. Number 1, the silver status benefit of 2 free check bags going forward in 2026 will become 1 free check bag. And number 2, in exchange for 35,000 more status points to hit, Titanium members starting in 2026 will have same-day global business class upgrades on Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines flight. I'm actually honestly very curious to see how this will play out. For example, are they gonna hold 99% of the availability away and you're only gonna get 1 in 10,000 chance of getting it? Or are they actually gonna make all business class seats available on these planes to Titanium members? Number 7, new ways to earn Atmos Rewards status points. Since Alaska Airlines jacked up the Titanium status tier by 35,000 points, they felt bad for us and they said, we need to add more ways for you to earn status points. So the new Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Summit Card actually has this specific benefit. You can earn 1 status point per every $2 spent. Next, they've also unlocked other ways to earn more status points. For example, if you book packages or rentals with, say, Alaska Airlines car rentals or Hawaiian Airlines car rentals or vacation packages, you can now earn 1 status point for every $1 spent. They've also increased their partnership with Lyft earlier this year. Now you can earn 2 to 3 Atmos points per $1 spent with Lyft. Plus, you can also earn 1 status point for every $1 spent on Lyft going forward.
Number 8, Alaska experiences. Alaska Airlines wants to expand your way to use your Atmos points. So they've actually added Atmos Unlocked, which is your website to go kind of buy and bid on different experiences, including vacation packages, these Hawaiian luxury packages on the screen. One example is using 250,000 Atmos points. You can buy flights and hotels for a full weekend stay and plus excursions at this Hawaiian luxury property. I don't really know if it's worth it or not, but you should dig in for yourself.
Number 9, Alaska Airline communities. These are communities that are based on geography and or interests. So for example, Alaska Airlines already has 2 existing communities. They're Club 49, which is based in the Alaska State region. And you have Wakai by Hawaiian. I'm sorry if I butchered that. They have nice perks such as free bags and specific fare discounts from their regions. Alaska Airlines has already announced 4 additional upcoming communities coming in 2026. See on the screen. And the one that I'm most excited about is Families on the Go. Imagine getting discounts for your kids on fares. Number 10, choosing your own way. I saved this last perk / benefit to the end because it's the most unique. Alaska Airlines wants to give you flexibility to choose how you want to reach elite status going forward. This is a first in the airline industry and it's pretty cool. Here are 3 ways that you can choose your way to elite status. Number 1, distance-based. This is basically what Alaska Airlines has right now. You get status points and reward points based on the number of miles that you've flown. Number 2, prices paid. This is the revenue model. And this is very similar to other big domestic airlines like Delta, etc. So every $1 spent for, say, fares, upgrades, premium cabins, etc. will go towards your status elite level. You would earn 5 status points for every $1 spent with Alaska Airlines. And for award redemptions, this is how it would be different. So every 20 points redeemed would be 1 status point. For example, a one-way that cost 8,000 points would be 400 status points. Number 3, segments flown. So each segment you fly would be a flat amount of 500 status points. I imagine these are for specifically business travelers that do short haul hops. Some important notes: if you don't choose anything, they're going to default you to the revenue based option. And number 2, you get to choose at the beginning of the year and you have to wait 365 days before you can choose again. So you might be asking, is this good or bad? First, we have to say, this is an awesome thing that they didn't just go straight to revenue-based model, because that's what all the airlines do and they just want to take your money. Thank you, Alaska. Here's the bad side though. Say you're like a busy parent like me who's a procrastinator. Are you really thinking 11 months ahead and thinking what flight you're going to be taking and how far it is? You can see the downside of that specifically is you might not know, and so you'll have to gamble on which option. So the hard decision that your family is going to make is choosing which option going forward. And if your family wants to see the math that we did on how we chose our option going forward, check out this next video.